Hello everyone, good morning. Today we're going to be flying this the FlightFactor A320 from Delhi to Leh. Now we tried this yesterday and it did not go well. Well, we made it to Leh, we landed fine, but the rate of descent and the touchdown was messed up. So I'm just hoping we're gonna get this right today. And yeah, let's not waste any time and get going already. Just taking care of a few things before we go ahead. Right, let's get going. The aircraft is all loaded. Right, let's get going. The aircraft is all loaded. And we have external power, but that's about it. Let's start the AP. We're not going to go through any of the tests or anything, just an ugly startup. Quick one. While you wait. Right, the flaps open. AP started. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna quickly do a check of everything. Now, should be there. All's good. We have TCAS fault. It's fine. The load set. Let's get the refueler out of the way. Refueling is complete. APU started. Turn on the APU bleed and let's go with the other flows. All white lights off. There's 1, 2, 3 to nav. Strobes on. We're flying from the left seat. So 1, refueling is complete. Seatbelts on. No smoking is on. Emergency signs are on. All's good. Let's. Yeah, better. Right, all's fine there. Come on, is here. All's good. Good. Let's just set 2000 for the transponder. And quickly let me bring up the flight plan. Just a moment, guys. Sorry about that, I had to take care of an email. There we go, let's get this started. Data page looks good, everything is fine, there's no use of waypoint set, everything's deleted. Init page, we are flying from VITP to Victor India Lima Hotel. Let's lay. There's no saved flight plans, and the flight is, we are taking the Indigo today. I fly, the flight number is generally the date, so it's 22 July 2207. Cost index, how's the cost index? Here it is 5. The cruise altitude is what, 370? 370. And the temperature at the top of Lime is negative 42. Go to IRS init. Just, we're not going to cross check anything, we're going to take this in face value, hoping that it is correct. Alright, flight plan. So we're departing runway 28 out of Delhi. We're taking the Sierra Papa 5 Bravo 5 Hotel. 5 Hotel departure. Just takes us to the Sarsawa NDB, and from Sarsawa we take the Airway Whiskey 39er all the way to Lilacs. from Lilacs we fly to direct to the Leh PR Lima Lima Hotel, and from there we'll do the approach into Leh, which is a single runway, which is always runway 07, and you take off in the opposite direction, runway 25, because it's nestled amongst the Himalayas. Yeah, that's set. Secondary, we're not setting any secondary flight plan later. Right now, you're departing Delta Papa November, and what course? I'll just set to 80, whatever. Just in case of an emergency arrival. And then we go to in at Bravo. Yeah, 0 fuel weight is 52248, 52.2. And the 0 fuel weight CG is 31.7. Block fuel is 6.8. And let's wait till the computer calculates, and here we go. We have 2.7 tons of extra fuel, which gives us 1 hour 27 minutes of extra time. It's good. The next we go to the performance page. I've already done the performance calculation. So for runway 28, you'll be doing a flaps 1 takeoff. The trim setting is down 0.5. The actual temperature is 37. It's pretty hot, but we'll flex to 6.5 even further, and V speeds are 152. 152 everywhere. 152, 152, 152. Leave the transition altitude as 4,000. Thrust reduction is 2,300, engine out is 2,300. All is good. Go to the progress page. Runway 2. Right, all this is done. We're just waiting for the ILS to align. It should be the IRS to align. It should be done very soon. Meanwhile, let's get the coding completed. It's complete. Let's just assume it's complete. And not taking any cargo. It's good. Everything is set. Come on, aircraft, you can do it. Alright, so IRS is aligned just on time. Let's get going. We're just making sure we have ground electric power and the IRS is aligned. It's good. You don't want to turn off the external power and look like an idiot. Yeah, that's done. You can remove the ground supply. Those are closed. Let's push back. Let's get going. So whatever, header pushback is broken with the current to the current update. Here we go. You can light on.
For the attention of the cabin crew, doors to automatic and cross-check.
Just one moment, guys.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed.
Just getting something sorted before we go ahead with this.
disconnected and bypass pin inserted.
We're all good.
Release
We're gonna
parking brake.
climb all the way up to 37,000 unrestricted. Good to go. Taking lights on. All's good, all's good, good. Let's release the parking brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
And you may start engines. Starting number 2. So look from outside. Whoa, better pushback. Come on, come on, come on. You can do it, buddy. You can do it, buddy. You can do it, buddy. You have a drunk truck driver today. The tug driver. We have good start engine 2, starting engine 1. And we have good start on both engines.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Set parking brakes.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
However, in the interest of safety, we urge you to pay attention to this demonstration. Please refer to the safety instruction card placed in the seat back pocket in front of you. To operate your seatbelt, insert the metal tip into the buckle. To tighten, pull the loose end of the strap. To open, please lift the buckle. While seated, please keep your seatbelt fastened at all times. If there is a loss in cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop down automatically from the panel above you. Remain seated and pull a mask down sharply to start the oxygen flow. Place your mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Please place your mask on first before assisting others. There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft, 2 forward exits, 2 rear exits, and 2 exits over the wings on each side of the aircraft. In case of an evacuation, fluorescent strips along the floor will guide you to your nearest exit. The exits in the forward and the aft are equipped with a side raft. Additionally, a life raft is also carried on the aircraft, which is located
Tow
in
is
the aft
disconnected
overhead
and
bin.
bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Available in Braille. Government regulations require all electronic
But
devices to be switched off or in the flight mode for the entire duration of the flight.
I'm in such a hurry that I even forgot to set the QNH.
Victor, India, Delta, Papa, airport information, Charlie, 1430, Zulu, weather, wind, 108, at 4, visibility, 2,500, sky condition, few clouds at 4,000, 10,000, scatter, temperature, 37, 2.25, QNH, 0, 9er, 9er, 6, advise on initial contact that you have information, Charlie.
Good. Let's go.
Victor,
Yeah, with the hand signal. Park brakes off. And let's get going.
On leaving the aircraft, you must board the nearest drop.
9906 at 9906, 9906 here as well. So we're in Terminal 2. Hello, Cheeky. Hopefully, Cheeky. Hopefully. Welcome to the stream. So yesterday was a big fuck up. Hopefully this time we are fine. So the predicted taxi route is we'll take right on Romeo, left on Lima 1, right on Papa, and all the way to Papa 1. So we're coming up on Romeo. And Pops we trust. Fingers crossed, Cheeky. Right, while we taxi, I'll continue ahead, take off conflict. So we're not following any set procedures, not following proper procedures actually. Just doing something. Getting into there real quick, getting airborne. And once we are airborne, we will actually accelerate time so people don't have to sit and watch this. It's nothing. Alright, so I think it still says DCS, is it? Right, Cheeky. I changed everything completely. So Twitch was giving so many issues to our boys, so everybody was having stutters, buffering and everything watching in Twitch. They got to fix that. So I switched back to YouTube. I mean, I'm still yet to set up my Streamlabs properly. I can't see the chat in there. Yeah, that's right. So here we are, left on Lima 1. Alright, okay. Which is pretty bad, I mean. Right, coming up on Papa, left's clear, right's clear. Oh, hello Drona. Yeah, Drona, like it works fine for some, and for some it's completely messed up. Us, I think it's because we might get routed to Singapore. Just taking a wild guess. That is, if you're streaming, like you're streaming straight onto Twitch, like for me even, and I have to use restream, else there's like 60 to 70% packet drop, frame drop. What do you think, Drona? I mean, do you think I'll ace the landing or? Yesterday I planted at 770 feet per minute. It's like a controlled crash. It's like no flare. Well, that approach, it's got an optical illusion. Well, no wonder even in real life only captains are allowed to land there, and there's some strict procedures, I guess. Like I must have done a couple of landings whatsoever. And the local circuit in Leh as well, I guess. Might be wrong. But yeah, it's captains only. That is correct. The requirement. Yes, Drona, we are going to Leh. I did this flight yesterday. I wasn't satisfied with the landing. I wasn't satisfied with the approach. It was a bit unstable all the way, and we carried a bit more speed. So that one mistake led to another. But I was finally stabilized on finals. I was finally stabilized on finals, but then yeah, I messed up there. There's other issues as well, like if you're flying to Leh, in issues per se, but there is no refueling in Leh, so you got to take all the fuel for the return journey as well. Yes, yes. Yes, we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll get this done. We'll get this sorted today. We're gonna have a butter landing. 200 feet per minute. I'm happy. Gonna taxi all the way to that end, to the end. Meanwhile, let me get things ready. About just checking. Take off, no blue. Cabin crew advice. So this is Victor, and then we're coming up on Papa. This is Papa, and there's Papa. And we're in single player. There's nobody else darting in. So let's go. Decast to TA. All right, Chiki. See ya. Right. Leh is a complete visual approach. It's a fun approach. Just got to be careful, you know. Visual approaches are fun. Even I'm not a big fan of doing auto lands. I don't like doing auto lands. ILS approaches, yes, man. Just stabilized, just flight manually. Okay, here we come. That's clear, left's clear.
Approaching 28.
Yes, ma'am, we have takeoff clearance. Thank you. Alright, Chiki. I will. Thank you very much. In Leh, no. There's no ILS. It's complete visual, bro. Then you must watch this. I will explain the procedure as we go. Right, runways confirmed 28. Let's go. We'll do a rolling take. Power up to 50. Yes, stable. Let's go. Man flex X5 SRS runway auto thrust blue and thrust set. Under knots. V1 and rotate. Positive climb. Get up. Nav. Let's fly the aircraft manually till 10,000. Where's my co-pilot Hippo? My instructor Viber. Give a climb, climb. First climb, climb. Right, to take off. Oh, okay. So we took off with the packs on. I was planning no packs to take off, but yeah, fine. Good, all good. Let's speed flaps. That's the first mistake of the day. Hopefully that's the last mistake. Don't worry passengers, captain is here. Trained by PIA. License from Pakistan. Yeah. Standard barrow. Yeah, this is real life weather in Delhi right now, Donna. So using Active Sky and what's the name of the thing? SkyMax Pro along with real world connector. So it's pretty good. It depicts weather as it is mostly. On aircraft, what's wrong with you? Why are you accelerating to 260? Come on, you can do this. Yeah, I will show you. I will show you why we call this. Now, it was called out by Ravan or Hippo, I'm not sure, yesterday. I'll show you. You look at the captain and you will know that the captain is a fake. He's not even supposed to be in an aircraft. Speed, alt constraint, no constraints. We are going up. Let's go, pull. First climb, open climb. Now look at this guy. Look at the number of stripes he has. Look at this. Look at the number of stripes he has. Tell me one captain who has got 3 stripes. Alright, you're coming up on 10,000. We'll turn on autopilot. Autopilot 1. 10,000 check. Standing lights are off. Seat belts off. Come here. Check the pressurization. Then SRP. There is no secondary flight plan. Right now, clear out all these hard-tuned numbers. Then let's go to progress phase. Now accuracy is high. The optimal flight level is 390 and we are cruising at 370. That's good. While we are here, I will put in the arrival runway. Yeah, sure. And look at that, 3 stripes. Come on, guys. Come on, he can't be a captain. The authors are a bit messed up here. I realized only yesterday. There's nothing we can do unless Hippo can send a new satellite, you know. Let's jump into the cabin view. Left wing view. Yeah, this looks good. This view looks good. I like this view. That's a roll. Let me just check everything, confirm everything is good. I forgot to turn on the wing lights. That is there. Big airplane, yes. That's good. Set the range to V8. Okay, now we're gonna just accelerate time. We don't want to just sit here wasting our time with this. Go to 69. There are shadows, yes, there are shadows implemented, but you see all these with the NTLA. I mean, the shadows need some work and explain at least. Look at these elevators. Escalators. Moving escalators. Shadows are there. Oh yeah, we can't see the cloud shadows because I am on Vulcan. I'm just experimenting with Vulcan. With Vulcan, The cloud shadows are disabled in SkyMax Pro. If we were an OpenGL, yes, we would have cloud shadows and everything. Neat. Just checking, this aircraft is very, very heavy on the frames. And yesterday I had a horrible time. I was getting less than 20 FPS. Same place, I was getting 20 FPS. I'm getting 36. It was the scenery as well. That scenery is very heavy on the frames, on the PC. Accelerated ground speed 16 times. Yeah, DCS does a better job. It's a smaller map and everything. Can't compare DCS with Explain. Trust me, none of the DCS maps, they look like the same. If you use orthos, I've tried orthos in Sochi area. Actually, I was surprised that DCS does not look like DCS at all. It's completely different. Even the airport is completely different. It's about 40% correct, the airport in DCS. So yeah, it's like comparing apples with oranges. Nothing DCS does, it's got its pros and cons in whatever it does. Explainer's got its pros and cons in whatever this does. Alright, so let's get rid of this. There's no more charts, we don't need any other charts. There's no charts for Ladakh. Just looking at this, once the aircraft gets kind of, starts going crazy, we'll slow down a bit. Alright, we're coming up on the base of the Himalayas. There is the Himalayas. The visibility is pretty bad. I hope the visibility is good in Ladakh. Let's check the Leh. In Leh, visibility is 6,000, same as yesterday. Same as yesterday. Oh my goodness, when look at the winds. So we are expecting 15 to 25 knots tailwind. Yesterday was 10 knots tailwind. And that landing was hairy. Let's see. 15 to 25 knots. Right. Yeah, now my FPS has come down again to 20. This is on the margin. Anything less than 20 is no. We aim for 30 as it is in Explain. There is the Himalayas. Viper's there somewhere over there sleeping. Just wave to him on the way in. And there it is. Let's accelerate further. Yeah, and this part, I love this part. This part looks really neat. To the right seat. Well, I pressed time acceleration at the wrong possible time. So that's why it's doing this weird things. Oh, the clouds look fantastic. Like a thin layer of clouds we're passing. Alt cruise. But we reached cruising altitude. Let me set up the aircraft for the arrival. Put on the numbers. So QNH is 1017. Temperature is 26. When 280 at 9 knots. Transition altitude is 25,000 feet. We'll do a full flaps landing. Minimum says 11,200. Think so. That's altitude on base at least. Okay, FPS is a bit better. So you're flying there tonight, cheeky stream, to Dehradun. Somewhere over here. Look at these mountains, allow them. Allow the mesh, how it looks. The color of these mountains. The danger associated with flying over them. Yeah, and somewhere over here it's Amritsar. Oh, I mean Chandigarh. It's there, it's somewhere over there. Chandigarh is somewhere over there. Or here or somewhere there. Then just north is Shimla. Somewhere around here. Actually Shimla is over there, I guess. From the ND. Oh, there's Chandigarh. There's Chandigarh. We can actually see the Air Force Base. I think Viper lives somewhere over here, if I'm not wrong. Drona is gonna take the ESR-71 and fly all over India. Yes, bro. Got to do that. So I was working on this Autos project and I decided not to continue with it because there's no point with MSFS 2020 coming in, what, 3 weeks time. I don't want to say 2 weeks, you know, I'd say 1 week or 3 weeks. You're gonna stay away from 2 weeks. You don't want to curse. Coming from the TCS background that we are, yeah. No. So Drona, what we can do is, so there is the subscription model. The monthly subscription. If you're subscribed to the Xbox Game Pass, so which is monthly $249, you still get access to the standard edition of MSFS 2020. So I'm just gonna give it a go with Game Pass. I already have subscription to Game Pass. Keep subscribed to it, and then when the game matures a bit more, then we'll get the full version, the premium one. It's $16, $90, and $120. Standard is $60. So I would highly recommend that you get the Game Pass, you know. And the first month is only 50 rupees. So subscribe for 50 rupees for the first month and then renew it for 249 every month. Yeah, it's $3.50. It's per month. I mean, even if you take 1 year, that's still less. That's nothing. Yes. That's releasing on August 18th. Oh, look at this mesh. It looks nice. And we have snow tip peaks out there. Yeah, let's accelerate a bit. But we're not interested in that. Shimla is somewhere over here. Let's see if I can spot. I think it's somewhere over here. The mesh here looks like that. It's a bit, yeah, there is the airport. It's a bit messed up on top. It's a tabletop. We got to fix this mesh here. Else that'll be very scenic. That's Shimla. Okay, this is done. I'm gonna go to Radna page and tune in, hard tune the lay viewer. We will take a slight detour to the right. To intercept the 320 radial. Tried explaining yesterday in yesterday's stream, but I couldn't find the place, the bloody airport in the map. Right, so here we go. Let's give it a try again now. 21 FPS. Come on. Come on, PC. Yes, yes, 29. Way to go. Good. Alright, so we are here. And that's lay. We are here and that's lay. So it's 357, 357 or 358. That's the course from here. Now what you're going to do is 60 miles from lay, somewhere around here. We'll take a slight detour. Somewhere around here, slight detour of 015. Access like this. And we'll intercept the 320 radial to the lay viewer, which puts us in the lay valleys for safety reasons. So once we are here, we are over the valley. And if something was to go wrong, we still have some elevation because the minimum safe altitude over this region is about 24,000 feet, which is not a lot. We don't have a margin for error, and we want to be over the lay viewer at 14,500. If you're going straight in, it's not very safe. Speaking of which, I've been a lazy bugger and I haven't set up my flight plan, so we don't want to mess up the descent again. We want to be over the lay viewer at 160 and 14,500 feet. There you go, that's done. Now we should have the top of descent. There you go, it's calculated just after lilac. Cheeky, I would say about 20 minutes. Just gonna accelerate now. Aircraft is prepared. Let's go, accelerate to 16x. It is. Oops. Yeah, especially that the lay area is fantastic. That valley and the general area around lay, it's beautiful. At some points, you'll find that you're like skimming the top of mountains. You're, when you're descending. Let's go. I'm just waiting for the aircraft to stabilize at 37,000. Once it stabilizes, there you go. We'll accelerate 16x again. So we're accelerating on the ground speed. It's time acceleration, Cheeky. But you don't want to just sit here and action is in the takeoff and the landing. Yeah, we can see Himalayas, yes. No, it's not on VATSIM. I can't do this on VATSIM. There are no controllers, nobody controls for lay. Let's have a wing view. I always found that the right side view is better. See, look. This area looks fantastic. Right, one good thing is the FPS has stabilized. Don't need this anymore. Alright, so we are 20 miles from the top of descent. We should be able to see Leh from here. Yeah, there. So yeah, so once we are about here, somewhere around here, we'll offset like this and come like that. It's not going to add too much distance, it's only going to add about 4, 5 or 6 miles. Might be wrong, but what it does is it increases the safety, and that's what's important, isn't it? So that is recommended a real life procedure as well. Right, we're coming upon the top of descent. I'm just gonna set, so we're gonna descend to 24,000 at first. And throughout the descent we'll maintain 280 knots. We'll leave it on managed speed all the way in. And at 60 knots, we will take the detour, we'll turn right. So here it comes. So we will request lower. We will not pull, we'll push. Just a moment, checking some messages. These are the Himalayas, Cheeky. Just south of Leh. Here's our descent. Look at these stupid shadows. I mean, we can make these shadows smoother, but it takes a huge toll on F. Like a big sawtooth, you know, the saw going around cutting the aircraft in half. Oh, hello, Hippo. What's in the name? Co-pilot is here. Are they all looking good, guys? I mean, the stream audio and everything. I had to reset all the settings. It's still messed up a bit, but yeah. Like for example, Chiki said that it's still showing DCS, sort of explain. So yeah, all these things I got to change them. Just gonna go ahead and increase this. I found that it's not making much difference at all. The FPS is still the same. Interestingly, the FPS has increased. But it shouldn't be the case. 73 miles out. Just let's accelerate a bit. Come speed. All good, perfect. Thank you, Dronan Chiki. Oh, okay. Alright, I never knew that, Chiki. $64 miles. Right, now I'm getting a bit nervous, you know? 62. I'll pull now. Oops. See, it shows I'm nervous. I'm pulling the speed. Okay, I have speed heading selected. 60 miles, 61. We'll turn right to 015. We'll pull for open descent. So after 25,000, there's a big flurry of activities. So problem loading this unit package. Yes, I think a couple of bulldozers are missing. I'm not joking. I think a couple of bulldozers are missing. Oh, here we go. Now what I'm gonna do is just gonna double check again. 320 is tuned. Is the course tune on the LAVR. So we put up there. You don't need constraints, but yeah, whatever. Constrained by mountains. I have no idea. Chiki. We need a MiG-29 flanker properly modeled one and explain. Drona, we need a MiG-29 flanker properly modeled one in DCS first. Full fidelity on. So like I said, there's going to be a flurry of activity once we reach this 24,000. At 25,000, we'll be passing the transition flight level. So we'll switch to local barrow, which is 1017. And we'll reduce speed to 240 knots. Then once we intercept this course, 320, we'll begin descent to 14,500, slowing down. We turn on the APU. Lots of work going on. Yeah. You got to try this in the Zibo. I wonder how it works. It's a bit more hands-on aircraft, especially visually. So we're 44 miles from Leh now. And yesterday, during yesterday's attempt, I think I delayed the descent a bit. I made a couple of mistakes. So one mistake led to the other, and there you go. We are passing here. So local barrow is 1017 here. So 1, 2, 3 set. Coming up on 24,000. We'll pull the speed and go to 240. Yeah, this is where I said, look at this. It looks beautiful. There's the roads. Is this the road coming from Kulu or Kulu Manali? I think so. Maybe. Yeah, I love this lake. We got to go there sometime. Oh, I missed it. There it is. What is that place? So Mori. Yeah, so Mori, I think. No? Yeah. That there is the Leh Valley, ladies and gentlemen. We can see it's a Leh Valley there. The airport is there. So we'll enter this valley. While you're coming here, I'll reduce speed. So this is the mistake I did yesterday. We'll reduce the speed to green dot speed at least. We'll reduce to 210 knots. Yeah, wrong time for external views. Right, the needle's alive. Let's turn it. Right, we are over the Leh Valley. We can continue descent to 14,500. 14,500 and pull it. Thrust idle, open descent. Yes, Chiki, it does. The approach is stunning. So we'll also go to track FPA. Yeah, track. "25 miles out." Look at these mountains. The weathering on. So 21, we have about 6,500 to lose, which is good. Alright, 320. So 18 miles. We have 7,000 to lose. Let me put the speed brake. Wrong button. We will also reduce speed to 180 knots. Right, green dot speed flaps. So coming up on 20,000. At 20,000, we turn on the IPU. We activate the approach phase, confirm it. Checking the speeds again. It's coming up and flaps to S. Here come the flaps. "11 miles, about 5,000 feet to lose. We're still a bit high. Yeah, flaps too, so gear down. Holy shit, look at this. Just look at this. And there is the lay VR, and there is the airport. The procedure here is once we are over the VR, we'll aim for the dumbbell runway 25. Just here. So this is from here, it's visual. We're gonna aim for this. And once we cross the dumbbell, we start the chrono. At 10 seconds, we turn left 305. And then we cross this mountain range here. And once we cross this, we turn left to 210. There's a road here which we follow. Keep it on the left. Then here's the Indus. We cross it, go 120, and then visually onto this runway. Come and land. Oops, let's get the APU started. So approach phase is activated. Bring the speed down to 160. So we will stay on configuration 2 and landing gear down all the way till here. So that's effectively the downwind leg, but you can't see the runway from there. 15,000. APU bleeds on. We're all set. We'll configure the aircraft. We'll use auto brakes low. Speed brakes are armed. Speed, I'll start. But we're good. We're good. We're good. We're gonna make this work. Guys, I have no idea how nervous I am now. Wish me luck, boys. Alt. We're about 1 nautical mile and autopilot's off. Flight director's off. Track FPA selected. So from here it's full visual, full manual. Aim for the runway 25 dumbbell. Maintained is 14,500. Just gonna set the track to 305 to help me. Gonna maintain 15,000, 14,500, that is. There's runway 25 dumbbell, 14,500, good. We are doing 160, which is perfect. Bit more to the left, I would say. There you go, looking good, 14,500. And once we cross this, we'll descend at about 500 feet per minute. And aim to cross here. So the next altitude for us is 13,500, that's the target. Start the chrono. I made a mistake there again, no problem, but we got it. Right, we will begin this 500 feet per minute and make this turn 30. I'll turn on the GPWS system off. There's 305.
2,500.
Yes, sir. No problem, sir. So after the second hell, we will turn left to 210.
1,000.
Oops, we haven't put the lights on. Wrong time to do that. There you go. Next heading would be 210 for us. I'm just gonna set it here to help us a bit.
1,000.
Looking good so far. So we passed the mountain. We'll turn left to 210 now. What's the descent rate coming down? We'll go to conf 3. Next altitude for us target is 11,700. I will go to manage speed now. Keep the road on the left. Fly 210. And once we cross this intersection, we turn left for 120. I'll set the heading now itself. Come on. There you go, we're coming up on the intersection. I'm dropping like a rock. There we go, we're crossing the intersection. Turn left. 120. That's the Indus River. The runway is somewhere over there. We're aiming to be at 11,700. Don't climb, don't climb. And full flaps. There's the runway. So landing no blue, we're good. There's the runway. We're about 400 feet higher than where I would expect to be, want to be ideally. 120. Now, there's an optical illusion here. The land here is sloping at about 3 degrees, the same approach angle to the runway, and that is sloping up. So that is the reason that I just went straight into it like a rocket.
Approaching 07.
Now we keep the radar altimeter at about 400, 300 to 400 during this final. We expect to cross the Indus at about 400 RA. There we go. We're not going to look at anything now. Just the runway.
100 above. 300 minimum.
Landing.
$200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. Retard. 10, 5.
Ground spoilers, reverse green, and decel. And that was 230 feet per minute, but I loved that landing. That was good. There you go, 80 knots, 60 knots. Reverser off. And on brake. Thank you. We're on the ground. Oh, that was good, guys. Not perfect, but we're on the ground. Thank you, Chiki. Thank you. Let's take this exit. Well, that wasn't bad at all, given that we are carrying twice the amount of fuel, which people normally carry. This is what it's done in real life as well. So I think there's only one way to go now. There's only one way. We can only get better. That base turn was a bit messed up. We'll get better. We'll get better. Practice makes permanent. Because we're striving for perfection all the time. And there you go. Today's philosophy. Let's go and park at the last gate. Now you should get a sense of the slope that we landed on. See, the aircraft is accelerating. We're on idle power. It's accelerating. Yeah. To keep it in control. Where's the bloody marshaller? There should be a marshaller here. I'll turn off number 2. Oh, there he is. There he is. Let's get the parking done properly. This is always my Achilles heel. I never do the parking properly. Alright. Let's go. Then once off, seatbelts off. Sorry dude, I forgot to turn off the taxi light. Beacons off. No fuel truck. Time for the external use. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Leh. I hope you enjoyed your flight. Oh yes. Well, we don't know if we parked properly, but it's somewhere near the line, so that's better. Pointed in the correct direction. There you go. That's the Indus. That's the Leh Valley. That's how we came in. I came in that way. Waiting for this. We turn left here over this. And this is this kind of like the crosswind. Here's the downwind leg. Flew parallel to this road here. Once after the intersection, we turn left, cross the Indus, came here, and then final again over the Indus and landed here. So that concludes today's flight. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for joining into the stream, and have a great day and stay safe. Bye bye.